I'm so pleased to welcome Marsha Barnes, founder and CEO of the Finance Bar. Marsha, can you tell us a little bit about your personal journey? How did your growing up affect your attitude towards money? And speaking of growing up, I think we have a picture of your high school prom somewhere up here on the board. There we go. You haven't aged much. You look good.
Not everyone's laughing.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so I would love to share. So I grew up in a two-parent household until my parents divorced when I was about 12 years old. My brother and I went on to live with our mom, so we stayed with her. I mean, in full transparency, Sharon, I have to say that when we moved, I don't feel as if our living conditions were as nice as I was accustomed to, or at least that's how I felt. I felt like our yard wasn't as big. My bedroom wasn't as large as it once was. But now looking back, and I think about it, my mom was just simply not able to afford some of the things that we had when I was in a two-parent household. And that made me feel extremely sad. Not only sad for my brother and I, but for my mom as well. And as a young girl, there were a lot of things I wanted. I'll be telling my age here, but I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when I was young, Barbie cars existed. Barbie doll cars. Anyone remember that? Yeah. And I wanted one of those. There were the little cars you could get in and drive around, but she simply couldn't afford to get that for us. But as I aged and I began to earn my own money, my mindset then was, I wanted a luxury car because it was something young Marsha was never able to have. So I then began to view money as being in power and having a level of freedom and options. Yeah.
So what would you say was the one important lesson that you learned as part of that journey?
Sure. So there are two lessons, actually, Sharon. There was one, get control of my emotions. When I think back, my mom was more focused on ensuring that we were just well taken care of, with a roof over our head, opposed to making sure I had a Barbie car. And then number two, something I learned is just to always be saving money. So when I got my first part-time job, just to put money back no matter what age I was at, because I would be saving for the future Marsha, my future needs. Those were the two greatest lessons.
Right. And how does a person really get their emotions under control to control their finances?
Yeah.
How'd you make that work for you?
Yeah, so when we're younger, money is really driven by what we've been taught about money or what we were not taught about money. So then we view it as being embarrassed, shameful, being taboo, it's being rude, if you even discuss it with friends or family members. But as you age and begin to understand your own emotions around money and your value system around money, that's when you begin to be able to better control your emotions around it, for sure.
Right. And I know you've mentioned before, you talk about the money mindset. Exactly what does that mean, and why is that so important, particularly to have a money mindset when you're young?
Yeah, sure. So a money mindset is just simply how you think and behave around money. So it also controls how you spend money. The reason why it's so important when you're young to develop a money mindset is because there are so many distractions when you're in high school and college. Your friends may do things differently from what you do. So at a very young age, when you develop your very own mindset, you're controlled by the things that you value opposed to the things that your friends or family members value. And as you get older, then your money mindset, you're just more financially confident as you grow older.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of, I know you have 4 steps to developing a money mindset. What would those 4 steps look like when you're talking about particularly young women today?
Yeah, so I would write down 4 things for anyone that's in the audience. Number 1, I would write down, why do you think about money the way that you do? What have you been taught or not taught about money? That would be number 1. Number 2, following that would be, what do you value? What feels good to you? Does it feel good when you have money in the bank? Do you feel value when you're able to spend more time with family and friends? That's your value system. Then number 3 would be just to be able to control your spending habits and developing good financial habits. It doesn't matter how much money you earn. Consider the things that you can do to make you be better financially in health, better financial health. One would be save money. Number 2, balance yourself with spending money. Number 3 would be sharing money with organizations that you believe in. That's the third one. And then number 4 would definitely be to embrace the journey. When you're young and as you age, your income could fluctuate. Today, you may be making a lot of money. Tomorrow, you may be making it significantly less. So you think about your value system as you continue to grow, embrace the journey, and just remember, if there are financial missteps along the way, then just take it as a financial lesson to be able to build on your financial confidence as you get older. Those would be my 4 steps.
Those are great. And I see people taking notes, which is really, I wish I'd had those 4 things growing up at your age, for sure. So as we're about to end, Marsha, tell us about the leave behind that you're going to have for everyone.
Yes, so when everyone leaves today in your swag bags, I think it is, Sharon,
right.
I have for you, I want you to remember this when you get it. There's a sticker inside of the bag. And I want you to place the sticker on the debit card, check card, and maybe for the credit card that you use the most. And on the back, on the sticker, it reads, "Is this purchase moving me closer or further from my dreams?" And that's very important because it will serve as your reminder that wherever you want to be in life, remember, you start today. You don't have to work your way into any place. It's just your own personal financial accountability partner, that little sticker.
That's just fabulous news. Thank you so much, Marsha.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very wonderful.
Thank you.